Alright, now this is an alternator on a 2002 Toyota 4Runner, and one of the things you need to do first is you need to disconnect this battery so that you don't have problems. Let me get this battery connection is clapped out pretty bad. It's going to need work. Alright, so we disconnect the battery first, and we got dipstick. Take it loose. That's a 10 millimeter. And technically you don't have to take that loose, but I like to get it out of the way a little bit because I don't want to ding it or bump it. You don't have to do that. And then you get that 14 and you loosen that one up. And then we got a 12 millimeter down there. Hard can't really see it that well. But there's a 12 millimeter down there, I promise. You get this off of there. And one of the reasons why these Toyota alternators get messed up is because in this case, you can see how much oil and debris is on this. It's got lots of oil all over it. It gets contaminated with oil. And it just gets ate up. The oil attracts dust, and the dust eats it up inside. You get this thing off. This thing is slippery and just hard as a rock. There we go. And that's a 10 millimeter. Disconnect my battery so I don't have to worry about that going off. Push it out of the way. And we got one plug in the back here. And that's it right there. There's a heat shield here. This heat shield, well, actually, that looks like a place for the oil to drain on. That's what it looks like. It's got a lot of oil on it. Just take that 12 millimeter pinch bolt out. Box end ratcheting wrench works much better on that. You just kind of pull up on the belt a little bit, and that releases some of the tension on that belt. Okay, so I pulled that 14 millimeter bolt out of here, okay, and you'll see that the bottom bolt is out. All right, I've got the belt off. All right, now see, the thing I want to show now is that to get this little collar here to go correctly, you get a socket that fits over it like this. Okay, you get some vice grips, some big old vice grips like these, and you clamp it on there and pop that little guy out, and let me show you what it looks like. All right, so this is what you're going to want to do, and just do it a little bit at a time. Okay, don't try to do the whole adjustment all at once. Okay, and when it does move, it'll make a little popping sound. Now we'll warn you in advance, you don't want to hit this or strike it with a hammer or anything. If that little ear breaks off, then you got lots of problems. Okay, we don't want problems. We want it to be simple and easy. So at this point here, I'm doing this in advance because when I come back with a new alternator, I'm going to slap that sucker right in. So let me get this one on the way out. I just wanted to show this guy coming out because a lot of people don't believe me that I actually do work. But But there it is. It's got oil all over it. It's totally nasty. That valve cover needs to be replaced on this side. And what it does is that oil attracts dust and dirt, and it just wears everything out inside. And sometimes they even catch on fire. So go get a new alternator and slap that sucker in here. Alright, so here we are. We went to O'Reilly and we got a alternator R111045A, and it was $135. They wanted to charge a $24 core charge. So there it is right there. Okay, so this is a situation that we have. I'm going to want to place it in there and place the bottom ear, this bottom ear right here, on that adjustment bolt there. Okay, I'm going to set it on there first and put that nut on there. And after I get that nut on there, then I'll slide the top in and put the bolt in on the top. And that's just kind of the order of operations that I like to do on this, on these type of things. And of course it's a two-handed operation. So just hang on a second and let me get it to the next step. Okay, so what I did is I put my finger on that adjustment bolt like this and held it in place. After I, of course, obviously, after I got the alternator pretty close to position, I just kind of set it there. But then I put my finger on the back of it and moved that sucker around till it was on, till the alternator slid on that. Okay, and there we are, it's on. That's a pretty easy deal there. And then now I've already adjusted my collar, so I don't need to mess with that. And this part here just slides in. Look at how easy that went in there. Goodness. Take note. That sucker went in there easily. Alright. If you did not adjust this collar, you'd be messing with it right now. And we don't want to mess with those things. We just want to get this sucker put together and get it done, right? So there we are. I've got those two done. I'm just going to tighten up my bolts and put my belt on and finish putting my wires on and stuff, and that's it. I've got some post shims for that battery terminal because it's in really bad shape. Somebody put the wrong one on or beat the crap out of it or something, so I'm going to fix that too while we're here. But anyway, I hope this helps someone. If you have any questions, give me a holler. Have a good day. Bye.